Hello there, I'm Phil Weimer and I'm Head of Student Experience for English and Maths at Sheffield College. And in this short video, I'm going to give you a brief induction to some of the key people in the college and some of the key things that we believe in. So, first things first, I'd like to introduce you to Evelyn Rodriguez. Evelyn Rodriguez is the tutor mentor for adult English and Maths. That's her mobile number on the left-hand side of the screen there, and you can email her at englishandmaths@shefcoll.ac.uk. She will help you with anything you need help with, issues with logging on, issues with finance, anything like that, or just general support, or she can signpost you to other areas which can also help you. So you're doing functional skills. And how's that going to be taught? Well, it's going to be taught in a kind of blended way, as we say, 50% in class and 50% online. This will mean you have 1 week in college and you'll have 1 week out of college when you can work independently and then bring your work in for the following week. All students who are studying functional skills, English and Maths, English will also get the chance to pass another qualification called Essential Digital Skills. I'm sure you can agree that at the moment I'm doing this in my front room, that digital skills are really, really important, and some of you will be looking to go on to employment and so on, and it's a really good qualification to have. You don't have to do anything more than take part in the class and a few activities that are part of your English class to pass the qualification, so you will get that opportunity. There are 3 elements to the English: reading, writing, speaking, listening and communication, and each one of these skills will be worked on in every lesson. Functional Skills Maths has 3 elements that are assessed in a single, just one exam, using numbers and the number system, whole numbers, fractions, decimals and percentages, using common measures, shapes and space, handling information and data. Of course, to explore the maths topics that underpin these elements in a structured model, the exam starts with non-calculator section. So half of it you've got a calculator section and then half of it you haven't. So what are we going to use to teach you? We're going to use Google Classroom, and we have a website, a functional skills website, which you can access, which has resources on. You will access you can submit work and some of the tasks via that website, and you will hand in work on Google Classroom, and you may well do meetings with other students if you're working on a collaborative project, or if you sometimes want to speak to your teacher through Google Meet. All of these you access through your college email, so it's really important that your college email is set up and that you're aware of the password. I know for some of you you've got other emails, but you do need to use that. This is a new thing this year. Here's my phone. All of those apps are on the phone: Google Classroom, Google Chat, and Hangouts as well, which is like WhatsApp, as well as I've got YouTube on there as well, where obviously some of the videos are posted and so on and so forth. And so I can access all of the things I need from my phone. Your phone is reasonably good, a smartphone is reasonably good for doing a lot of activities. However, if you're going to do written tasks, which you are, obviously we all know it's much easier using a computer. So just bear that in mind, and if we can support you and help you and so on, we will do. And you may find you can get access via the Learning Centre at certain times. Clearly with COVID, we're waiting to see how that will develop. Part of the website that will have the equality and diversity resources. What we're trying to do is teach you your English and your maths and relate it to the world that we live in. I'm particularly interested in Black History Month, partly because it's in October, it's coming up, and secondly, because I've done a resource which will help develop your English and maths skills, which is a video on there. So if you want to have a go at that will hopefully your tutor will show you. And it's got some English and maths activities that will develop your written work and your mathematical skills. So please, if you get a chance, have a look at that. The Student Charter is a really important document because it outlines what we're going to do for you and what we can expect of you can expect of us. So our commitment is a challenging and stimulating environment with teaching provided by knowledgeable and suitable qualified staff. Experienced teaching, learning well planned, personalised, stretches and challenges you and uses different methods. And also teaches you and helps you to think for yourself and become independent learners. Ongoing guidance, learner support and feedback, so you should get feedback on areas you need to develop in. Feed forward would be where you know what the next time you know what you've got to do. Give you a clear deadlines for submitting work, information about your course, which I've just given you. Ensure you're made aware of any changes in your study programme. We may change because of COVID, we're all aware of that. Relevant accessible supportive opportunities for students. We have a career service. If you wish to get advice on your careers, you can book via the hub, you can get on your phone. You can book an appointment to see a careers advisor who will give you totally impartial advice about what your options are in the future. We'll listen to you and be constructive. We have a student union, we have a student charter, impartial advice on your welfare, careers and so on. Equal access of services, no bullying, harassment, and we support diversity. High quality, fit for purpose accommodation. City College is high quality. Most of the rooms in there, most of the equipment is pretty new, and hopefully you'll enjoy using those facilities. Your commitment: behave in a way which respects the needs and aspirations of others. Take responsibility for managing your own learning by being an active participant and positively engaging in your programme of study, attending classes both online and in person, attending meetings with tutors and mentors, and ensuring you spend sufficient regular time on self-study. It's tough for you guys. You're adults, you've got kids, you've got childcare commitments and so on. But at the end of the day, if you don't find the time to do the work, you won't pass. And ultimately, quite a lot of you will move on to GCSE, and you need to develop your skills in English and maths to improve your employability chances and so on in the future. Make use of any support available, particularly if recommended by your tutor mentor. So if your tutor mentor says you want to use this, then you can please do that. Help them make the college safe and pleasant. Respect other people regardless of differences in culture, ability, race, gender, age, religion, sexual orientation and social class. The college is a really diverse place. We have people from all different nationalities, different sexualities, and it is totally unacceptable to not respect other people within the institution based on any of the characteristics I've just mentioned there. It's something that we won't stand for, as you'll see in Angela's speech in shortly. Take care of the college's accommodation and resources and respect other people's property. Of course, you're going to do that. Next one is our expectations of you. This is to do with COVID, and I'm afraid we're going to do this. You're going to get a bit more of this because clearly it's important. Do maintain social distancing at all times. Walk, cycle and travel by car if you can. Wash your hands. Avoid touching your eyes and your nose and your mouth. Go straight to your classroom. Stay in your zone if you're given one. Leave college immediately after class is finished. Bring your own food and drink where possible. Use contactless payments if you can. Use the stairs rather than lifts. Discard rubbish in the bins provided. Clear away your own food and make sure tables and surfaces are left clean. Cleanliness is so important with this virus because it is incredibly contagious. Please do not come to college if you have any coronavirus symptoms. Please do not come to college if any of your family has symptoms of corona. Do not come to college. Do not come to college if you should be shielding. If you just come back from somewhere and you're supposed to be shielding for 14 days, do not come to college if someone in your household is shielding. Do not share equipment, pens, pencils. We're all kind people, but let the teacher worry about that and they can give you clean equipment. And do not use college as a place to socialise. Clearly, we're social people, aren't we? But if we gather together, we've got more chance of passing the virus on. So please be aware of that. And that is a policy. So don't have a go at staff if they're asking you to move on and not do it, because all we're doing is trying to stop people getting the virus so we can keep the college open. Okay, our shared values. The college has got 5 shared values, the 5 I's as we call them: integrity, inspiration, inclusivity, innovation and involvement. You're English students or you're maths students, so there's an English task there. Using a teacher or student example, write a sentence. You've got to develop your vocabulary. Or if you're doing the maths task, count out the number of times I appears in the list and what is the percentage of the total numbers that are I. So you need to see if you can work that one out and pass it on to your teacher. British values. British values came from the Prevent Initiative. The Prevent Initiative was to try and stop radicalisation and exploitation of people. The biggest single problem with that is the far right, who've committed far more instances of violence against people than any other group of people. So there's the far right, there's also ISIS, and the vulnerable people may well get involved in drugs and sexual exploitation. So that was what Prevent's about. And if you think people are heading down that route, we have a duty of care to report it and try and support them and help them, and that's what it's about. Out of Prevent came 4 British values: democracy, which is in the college would be the Students' Union, the rule of law, which are things like laws that protect mean that we're all equal under the law. The Student Charter is the example in college. Individual liberty is student vote. Would an example in college would be student voice, and tolerance and respect would be anti-bullying. There's a maths and an English task there, and Black History Month, as I mentioned earlier, forms part of tolerance and respect and democracy, really. So find out what contribution Black people and ethnic minorities have made to this economy. It's amazing. Expectations. What can we expect of you? You, as I said before, you've got kids, jobs, and so on. Can you spend a few minutes thinking about what are you going to do to try and improve your skills outside of class? What expectations can you give on yourself? When are you going to find the time to do the work and develop your skills? Okay, so we're going to finish off by meeting the principal of the college. This is Angela Fuchs. She is Angela. I'm sure if you see her, have a chat to her. She's a really, really friendly person. And I'm going to play her video and a couple of others just to finish off with. So over to you, Angela.
Hi, I'm Angela Fuchs, Chief Executive and Principal of the Sheffield College, and I'd like to welcome you to the college. Whether you're a returning student or a brand new student, it's great to have you with us. Thank you for choosing the Sheffield College for your next steps, and I'm sure that over the next year we can help you to achieve your goals and go further in your careers. With the ongoing coronavirus situation, your safety is our #1 priority, and when you get to our campus, you'll see that we look very different, perhaps to what you've expected. But the changes to our campus are intended to help us to stop the spread of the virus as much as we possibly can, and we'll need your support to keep our campuses safe. When you join the college, we'll share our student charter with you, which will outline our expectations of you. We need your help to keep our campuses safe, and we'd ask that you act responsibly at all times when you're on campus. Some of the measures that we put in place on campus include social distancing, so we have lots of hand sanitising stations, one-way walkways and restricted use of our lifts. Please be responsible when you're on campus, and if anything bothers you, please just ask us. Whatever your end goal is, I'm confident that we can help you to achieve it. Whether that's to learn new skills for work or skills for higher education, we can help you on your journey. Whilst you're at college, make the most of your time, get involved, have a say. Whilst you're at college, you'll meet new people and you'll make new friends. You can also get involved in clubs and societies. You can undertake work experience and you can do industry placements, and there'll be masterclasses from industry experts in your field. You should get involved in our Students' Union, where you can help other students to be heard and get involved in politics at a local level. But most of all, make the most of your time at college. If you do, you'll definitely go further. To make sure that you get the most out of your time at college, we ask that you're always ready to learn. Please be ready for all of your sessions. Go to all of your sessions, whether they're online or face-to-face, and be prepared to learn new things. We'd also ask that you're respectful. We're very proud of our vibrant and diverse community at the college, and we ask that everybody in our community treats others with respect. We have a zero-tolerance policy to anyone who is disrespectful on campus. At the Sheffield College, we want you to aim high. We want you to achieve your goals, to get involved and to have fun. Make the most of your time at the college, and we guarantee that you'll go further. I really hope you have a great year.
Thank you very much for that, Angela. Now, as I mentioned before, there are going to be some changes at the way we operate in college, and here's a short video about that.
In September. Things will look a little different from normal, but we want to reassure you that we'll be here to support you and keep you safe every step of the way. We want to make sure you get the very best student experience and can take full advantage of all the opportunities we've got to offer you. During the first term, your learning experience will be blended and include face-to-face lessons on campus, face-to-face lessons delivered remotely, for example using a video chat function, and self-directed, independent study and learning. The amount of each will differ on a course-by-course basis. If you need additional IT support to enable you to learn remotely, we can help you with that. You'll still have access to a fantastic student experience, including support with your future career and next steps.
Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you around.